Hi guys, I'm your girl Mercy Just Fly, your freaky tattoo artist, with my co-host Sentinel Bear,
This guy right here with thumbs, 2 thumbs, and a bear. This guy.
and that's really gonna be a thing.
No,
because it has been for the past like 3.
we're still shopping it. We'll see.
We're still
shopping it. We'll see. We'll see how well that works.
I mean, it's been working. You haven't forgotten
This guy,
this guy right
This guy
here.
right here.
This guy.
So we are at Splash.
Oh God, we are live
We are
from
splashing,
Splash Mocha, y'all.
making a splashing of the splash, part of the splashiness, whatever you want to call
Where
it.
you come to get wet.
Well, you can get wet anywhere, but this is where you make a really big splash.
No, this is where you come to get wet.
Or get wet to come.
Or get wet to come.
Okay, that works.
Right?
Yeah.
Right. I like that.
So the event has been fabulous. I am a little tired, which is to be expected here. I normally don't go to bed at this event until about 4 o'clock in the morning. We normally get started around noon, and it is a full day of shenanigans, debauchery, and all kinds of foolishness. Today we had the domination and submission class.
Oh.
Yesterday we had the impact class, sensual impact. We call it the love spank.
The love spank. I know that's the one I did with you last time.
Right.
Yeah, that was cute.
Yeah. Teaching people how to have some fun at home and hit the right spots and not cause any problems or issues, but actually have fun in a safe way.
Have an impact without
making a problem.
Right.
It's just letting it be the impact.
A little impact. A soft,
impact.
sensual.
Not a big, giant, a relationship impact.
Whoa.
Yeah. Nobody wants to have impact playing and lose half their shit in a divorce.
Yeah.
Impact play is no fun in jail either.
Right. Okay, so consensual impact play.
Yeah.
Throw that in there.
Yeah, we show them I show them how to do it safely. But it's been a good event. I'm tired.
You tired?
It's been a lot.
Did you get a lot of people coming in last night?
Oh my God, yes. It was a busy night. And I was surprised because normally the first night the travelers are kind of recuperating from a day of travel.
Right.
So it's not normally busy on the first night, but we were fucking nonstop going at it. Like I had so many requests for people to get spankings. I had so many requests for couples where she wanted me to teach her person how to spank her, and they wanted to use some toys. So they would come in and get some toys off the table, get a piece of furniture, and then just go to town.
When we say toys, we don't mean
not sex toys.
Not sex toys. Kinky toys like the floggers and paddles.
So at this event, we put out floggers, paddles, crops.
I see a brush over there.
Yeah, we have some homemade kinky toys like back scratchers and shower brushes that you can turn into a kinky toy. And we kind of put them out on the table for people to come in and learn how to use them for those that don't know how to use them. And the people that already know what they're doing, just come in, pick them up, and have fun.
And go to town.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's nice in here. We've got some nice furniture.
We've got a little something that you see behind us hanging. Now I got to see how to point that little ring right there, which is a spanking post.
It's a spanking post, and I thought it was like, I thought we were doing like some Olympic shit and like hanging off of it. And my first question was, are you suspending somebody from that? Because, and not that I would put my big ass up there.
Well, we do have a suspension rig at some splash events, but not this one.
Not this one?
So we're not doing suspensions at this one.
So if you're curious on how this thing works, because, I was, excuse me.
Of course she has to show you.
So this is, it would be like this.
Yeah. And then we would spank that. We would hit that with toys and go to town on that.
I'm trying this tonight. I just want you to know that. Like, I'm trying this tonight. I hope you're up for it.
Yeah. By then, I'll be good. I plan to get a nap after the podcast.
Okay. All right. Hopefully, I can find something to do.
Well, the pool party is in full swing right now. They will have the meet and greet at the bar later.
Okay.
They will have they have 2 classes tonight. One of them they're both something for couples. The schedule kind of all just blurs together at some point when you're trying to stay awake so that you don't miss your own stuff. But I know there's 2 classes later this evening. The pool party is going on right now. There's an SDC meet and greet. There is a event meet and greet. And then they have the bar, the kitchen, not the kitchen, the dining room or dining hall or whatever.
I seen a buffet. Is that
the dining hall has a buffet tonight.
It look good too.
It's not included, but they give it to you at a discount. And like I said, because it's a buffet, you could
get
literally eat all night long. Yeah.
Gotcha.
And normally that's kind of where people hang out and mix and mingle because the bar and the buffet are
right next to each other. Right.
And then they have the vendors. Oh, the vendor thing is
the
going
vendors
on right now too.
I stopped by there on the way to see you, on the way up to see you, and I met this young lady that has come up with like this new toy that she invented, and I'm gonna post a link because it is different. It is so cool. I was like, what do you do with this? It kind of looks almost like a Z sort of. It's weird. And what it is, it's a toy for her and her. So if your girl is riding you, you can both have the toy inside of you at the same time. And then it has like this little slot where you put a little vibrator, like the bullet. And so it's like you get vibrations and it's like you're both riding dick.
I didn't see
but
it.
It's so cool. So I was like, I was talking to her for a hot little minute. I was like, I know a couple of vendors and I'm gonna show them this because this is definitely different. Okay. Yeah, that got excited.
Seen it. Like I said, I got a lot of stuff going on while I'm here.
Right.
And I'm tired. I've been busy.
I'm just gonna tell you like this: for a girl who is not completely bisexual,
we're not gonna say not, but we're not gonna say are.
What is it? I am
bisexual.
I'm bisexual. Yeah, for a girl who's bisexual, and I have not yet gotten to the point where I think I would enjoy scissoring, or just.
I enjoy scissoring a girl.
I hope so.
Yeah,
I really do. Because if not, you can join that bear group that they were talking about in the parking lot.
No thanks.
All right, cool. Just making sure.
No thanks.
But yeah, but for a girl who I'm not I'm not there yet. That really had me like.
Vagina is a tasty treat. I mean, it's not for everyone, but it is.
I hear you.
Tasty treat.
And it has been for me when I have done it. But
in those situations.
But my bi situations, when the stars align and you're that lucky girl that brings the good vibes and catches me at a moment. But that was a cool toy. Like I was feeling kind of bi situational looking at it. Like maybe.
It's like I'm gonna have to take you aside so that you can show me how to use this.
No, it wasn't that.
Okay.
But yeah.
So for our pop-up, we want to talk a little bit about event etiquette. We had a podcast a while back about etiquette, like at parties, when you're going to like house parties or regular parties. But here at a hotel takeover, the etiquette can be a little bit different. And at hotel takeovers, depending on the people that are hosting, whatever group is hosting the event, whatever group is doing the hotel takeover, they will have their own rules. So it's very important at whether it's a registration or a check-in or whatever the point is where you're coming into the event, you want to make sure you find out what the event rules are, because that can vary from event to event. Some hotel takeovers will have completely different rules than others. For example, Splash has a very, very stringent no camera rule.
Very strict.
if you're caught taking pictures, if you are in a playroom, even if you have your phone out and you're not taking pictures, you're just making a phone call or checking a text message, they will pull you aside. They will take your phone. There is a possibility they will kick you out of the event. There is a possibility you will get banned. Normally, if they're in a good mood, what they will do is they'll take your phone, because if they take your phone, they're just going to hold on to it and give it back to you later.
Mhm.
And that is really the best case scenario, because if they try to take your phone and you don't want to give it to them, they will kick you out of the event.
And
And you
I'm
are
sure.
not refunded any of the money you paid. You don't get anything back. You are in violation of the paperwork that you signed at
Yeah, there's a
registration
contract.
saying that you would not pull your phone out, and you did. So no, it's not their fault. You can't blame them, and they didn't do anything wrong. That's on you. And they will kick you out of the event. And sometimes they may even ban you from being able to come back to the event. You have a lot of people at Splash that this is not an event that has to do with content creation. This is not an event that has to
Definitely
do with
not.
your social media or you showing off what you're doing where. A lot of people here do not want to be associated with that, and they have very strict rules against that, which is why you won't see anyone or hear anyone on this podcast, because this is not that type of event. This is an event where people want to come and relax and open up and not have to worry about that. So it's very important that you find out what the event rules are for whatever event that you're at, and you abide by those rules. Don't try and cut corners. Don't try and press your luck. Don't try and be sneaky. Splash also has a no drug rule, whether it's a vape pen or a little bit of weed or an edible or a tincture or whatever it is that you want to do. They have a rule that if you are found with it, if it is found in your possession, you are immediately kicked out and they will ban you.
I do want to say one thing though, for people like me who are camera whores and like, to have your memories, because I have like, 152,000 pictures in my phone. There are designated areas where
Mhm.
you can take a picture with a splash mocha, because it's a roller coaster over here.
And this
It's
one's
just,
not mocha, remember, this is a takeover.
this is so it's Splash Takeover, not Splash Mocha Takeover.
This one is Splash Takeover. Splash Mocha is a completely separate event.
Oh, I'm gonna have to edit
They
that.
are both, yeah, they're both. Oh, I just noticed that.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're gonna
Splash
have to
Mocha.
edit that out.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to edit that.
So they are two separate events. Splash Mocha is one splash party, and Splash Takeover is a separate splash party. They're both affiliated with Splash, but they're very, very different types of parties. Splash Mocha is specifically designed to be a hot wife, cockleding BBC kind of wife swap type party. Splash Takeover is especially designed for couples to meet other couples, to play with other couples, and to be in a place where you're having that interaction and that exchange with other swinger friendly or swinging couples.
Yeah, there's a difference.
There is a difference. And funny enough, the rules are different, because at Splash Mocha, they only allow a certain number of single women. They have rules against how many single guys are allowed in. They keep the ratio of men to women very specific. Whereas with Splash Takeover, again, very specific rules about how many single women and how many single men, which they allow. And that number is extremely low. Mostly it's just couples and couples only.
Wow.
Yeah.
So I got lucky. I'm like a real deal unicorn tonight.
Yeah, you special. You special.
I'm special. I'm glad I shaved my legs, y'all.
Me too. Because if you came in here like a hairy cave woman, they would have been looking at me like, Bear, who did you bring
Another
to
bear.
this place?
Y'all ain't, that's Mama Bear over there. Y'all ain't.
They're not looking for another bear. One is enough. They're not looking for another one. They are not looking for another bear.
Listen, it might be somebody's kink, okay?
And you know what? I could point them out, but the number of people that have that kink is very low. Very low. You will be,
I don't know,
in very short company.
I just
here at this event.
At this event,
company.
yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So as I was saying, make sure you get the rules to the event down, and you know what you're walking into, and you're walking into it respecting the event, respecting the host, and treating them like you want to actually come back at some point. Outside of that, when you're coming to a big event or you're in a place where you're at a big event, the rules here are going to be very similar to the rules at like a house party. Of course, no means no. If
Always, no matter
someone
where you're
says
at.
no, if someone does not want to play with you, you have to be okay with that. Don't press your luck. No means no. When it comes to no locked doors or no closed doors, the event is going to set that up, and you're not going to have the ability to change that. So if you're in a playroom that's a public playroom, it's a public playroom.
It's a public
You
playroom.
don't have a choice. You can't close the door. You can't go somewhere else. It is what it is.
Are the playrooms I haven't walked through yet, but are the playrooms here similar to the one that I went to?
Yes, the playrooms here are similar, but not exactly the same.
Okay.
So the playrooms at both events are themed, but the themes are different.
Okay.
And they change.
Okay.
So the last Splash Takeover had like a blackout room, a reverse glory hole room. They had the big couple swap room, the big full swap room, where it's just a big, huge bed. And everybody's just going at it. So the huge bedroom is pretty much universal. They pretty much have that one at every takeover.
Right.
But like the blackout room, they don't have that at this one.
Okay.
So the theme will change from event to event, just to kind of.
I'm assuming that in this one they don't have they have like a hot wives room.
No, that one's at Mocha.
So that's at Mocha. I'm
Yeah,
assuming that's at Mocha. Yeah.
So at Mocha, the big bed, full swap room for everyone is always open, and the hot wife's watching room is always open, where they have the bed and then they have the chair set up facing.
That's what I was talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I had fun in that room.
At Mocha, that room is kind of universal. They'll have that at every Mocha, but then the other rooms, the theme will change.
Okay.
And you'll notice sometimes the dungeon will switch furniture out. We'll have certain pieces one time, and then we'll switch up and have other pieces one time. Like the last Splash Takeover had a suspension rig where we did do suspensions.
Oh, man.
And this one, we're not doing suspensions.
Gotcha.
So we like to create variety for the clients that are coming to the event, so that they don't necessarily know exactly what they're going to get into. And there's a certain amount of anticipation and surprise there. And it makes a good event. You know, it makes everything nice.
I love it. I'm not even going to lie. I love it.
So the hotel takeovers are kind of the next level of the swinging lifestyle. You know, after you've gone to the house party, after you've done the swapping of whatever way you want to swap, and you're ready to take that next level, that's when you kind of look into the hotel takeovers. That's when you're going to meet people from all over the country. We have people here. We have a couple here from Australia that came for this event. We have a couple couples here from France. We have, and we have couples from literally everywhere in America, all over. There's so many couples here, and Splash is known to be like that. There's always a lot of couples from out of town. Like, I'm at the point now where I get surprised when people are local, because it's so many people that are out of town. I kind of just expect everyone to be from somewhere else.
You don't get a lot of locals in like the Fort Lauderdale area when they do it here, because they do it here twice a year, I believe, right?
Well, the Splash in general has like 8 events a year.
Right.
I think there are 5 of them that are Mocha and 3 of them that are
takeovers.
And they're here
in Fort Lauderdale
for 3 of them.
3 of them. Okay.
And then Orlando has 2.
Houston.
Atlanta, Houston, and I think that's it.
I think those are the only cities that I've heard.
Yeah, I think that's it, because the stuff that I do in other places is another title. So yeah, I think that's it. But yeah, most of the Splash event is out of towners. There's a lot more out of towners than there are local people. Local people are the ones who are, oh, you're from here? Really? Wow. Okay, that's cool. But like, it's a surprise when we get people that are local, because most of the people here are from somewhere else. Because, you know, if you really want to get wild, you got to leave your city and go.
You got to leave your city, except me.
You could just.
I do it at home.
Yeah. We get a lot of people that, you know, once they out their city and they know they ain't gonna run into nobody from work,
when they let their hair loose.
They ready to go at it.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Those are the fun ones.
Yeah.
Love those.
But again, another big rule at most of the hotel takeovers is you're not in place for content creation. If you are about uploading content, making content, if you're about the OnlyFans and the socials and stuff like that, the hotel takeovers is not where you're going to get a lot of that stuff done. A great thing about the hotel takeovers is that you have a room. So you can always go to meet somebody in the lobby or in the playroom and then go back to your hotel room and do what you want, how you want in your hotel room. That's available to you. But for the most part, the playrooms, you're not going to be able to do anything in the public playrooms or the dungeon or the ballroom where they have the discos and the meetups, or the where they have the meet and greets and the bars and stuff like that. You're not going to be able to create any content in any of the public areas under any circumstances. And for some events, they don't even allow you to create content in your hotel room. If you have some content that looks like a hotel room from the event, they will ban you. They will tell you you're not welcome back, things like that. So make sure you're very aware of what the rules are for the event if that's something that you're into.
I also noticed that when I went to the event in Atlanta, I feel like the people that come to like Splash Mocha and TakeOver, people at the lifestyle parties that I've been to, they don't act too crazy. But I've noticed that at Splash, everyone is on their best behavior. The level of respect and friendliness and hey, and it's like top tier. It's like top tier, which.
So Splash is a pretty big event in the swingers lifestyle. And that is for all of the places that there's a Splash event. Splash is pretty well known and it's a pretty well sought after event. People like to come to Splash. They will, at a Splash event on the last day, they will open up sales for this event next year. And by the end of the day, normally it's half sold.
I believe
half of the entire event is sold. And that's just by the people who are already here and know that they want to come back next year to this event.
I believe it.
And within the next 3 to 4 months, it's going to sell out. Normally, a Splash event is when it comes to the hotel rooms. Now, they sell day passes, they sell night passes. So if you just want to come hang out for a day or a night, the passes are normally always available. But if you want a room to be at the event in the hotel here for the takeover for the entire thing, most of the time that will sell out anywhere from 3 to 4 months before the event actually starts, because the people that come here want to come back.
Always.
Always. I've been working Splash for 12-ish years, between 8 and 12 years. And I see the same people all the time. I have regulars that always come to the dungeon. I always see them at all the events. And then I always see new faces also. So Splash it's a big name in the lifestyle. And the reason for that is because they take a close look at who they allow in this event. And you have to, like at Splash Mocha, as a single guy coming to Splash Mocha, you have to have a good reputation in the swinger community. And they will ask other people about you. You might have to submit references if nobody knows you. And based on that, will determine whether you're allowed to come into the event or not, because they only want good people. Like if you have a reputation for being somebody who's too pushy, if you have a reputation for being a person that is all about content creation and not really about having fun, if you have a reputation for just being a negative person with a bad attitude,
the drama,
they will not sell you a ticket. They will not allow you to come to the event.
And I think that because since they really are strict and they have no problem banning you, I think that's another reason why people are on their best behavior.
Yep.
You know, that's one of the reasons also, because it definitely is fun.
Yeah.
I mean, I went to the one in Atlanta and I've been like, I want to go ever since, you know?
Yeah.
And it's like, it's something that you want to keep doing. It's like Disney World for us. You always want to come back.
Yeah.
So definitely, you know, people are here very respectful, very nice, very good looking. I might add. At least I haven't seen a lot of people here, but in Atlanta, very good looking people over there.
So like I said, I've been coming to Splash for a long time. I'm doing this event for a long time. And Splash Mocha is specifically an event that is wife swap, BBC. It's very geared to that community. A lot of the guys that I am friends with at that event that I've met through the event, They are really nice guys, and they are very popular. These guys have a lot of people following them. They have the pick of the litter when it comes to who they want to play with and what they want to do. Most of them are pretty well known in whatever community they come from, and they want to be here because they know that here they're going to have a good time. It's pretty much guaranteed.
And it is. It's guaranteed.
It's
I had a laugh. I'm kind of low key upset that I only got a day pass this time. But it's okay.
Now, Splash is not a cheap event. It's not something that you're gonna come in here, pay $100 or $200, and be and have everything. You get what you pay for, and you have to pay for what you're gonna get. But it is worth the money. It is 100% worth the money.
Yeah.
Because you are almost guaranteed to have a good time at this event. There's no way you can go wrong. Like, I can't imagine somebody coming to this event and not having
and being like, that was so boring. I don't ever want to do that again. Like you can definitely find something to get into or get onto or get
onto you,
right?
Or into you,
or into you.
Yeah.
Definitely here at Splash. Definitely.
And it is truly an event for everyone. And I do literally mean everyone. We have straight males, we have bisexual males, straight women, bisexual women, couples, singles. We have a little bit of everything. And everything is here for everyone. And because, like I said, even if you're not doing something in the public rooms, there's a whole hotel worth of private rooms that is here for you to do whatever you want to do, as long as you and the person that you're doing it with agree. You can always go back to your room or go back to their room and do whatever it is you're going to do when that door closes.
Whatever
as
floats
long
your
as
boat.
it's legal, it's legal.
Right.
So the sky's the limit. But yeah, so no means no. No closed doors is not going to be something you're going to see much of, except in the hotel rooms, things like that. Make sure that you're treating people with respect. Make sure that, a lot of people jump into the lifestyle because they think it's just a fuck fest and you're going to come here and you're just guaranteed pussy.
It is not.
You still got to talk to people. You still got to be able to interact with the person on a level where you're actually saying hello, goodbye, how are you, how's your evening? I always tell people, the guys that have some kind of swagger, the guys that have some kind of game are always the ones that are going to get somewhere, So if you see a girl that you like, if she does have somebody, that's not a reason not to talk to her. Talk to her anyway.
That's not a no.
That's not a no.
Definitely not a no over here.
You meet a girl at this event and she got a husband, you can still talk to her. Just make sure you talk to the husband too. It's no reason to try, nobody is here to hide or cheat or do anything like that. If you meet a couple, talk to the couple. Don't just ignore the man like he doesn't exist,
or
because
the woman.
they came together. If you want the man, talk to the woman, say hello, be polite. If you want the woman, talk to the man, say hello, be polite. But just because they're here with somebody, that's not a no.
Definitely not a no. This is the place for that.
Yeah, this is definitely the place for that. And there are a lot of people here. Like, I met a couple last night, and it's his birthday. And for his birthday, he wants to see her with somebody else. And he just wants to watch.
I can't wait till my perfect guy comes along.
He wants to see her with someone else. And they're looking for somebody that's willing to just allow her and him to do whatever they're going to do while he watches his woman with this guy that she meets do whatever it is they want to do. No, they've been coming here as long as I have. But like I say, it's a birthday. So for his birthday, that was his request for the event. He wants to see her really enjoy some guy while he can just sit and watch. He doesn't want a situation where he's involved with the girl while she's involved with the guy. He said he wants to be able to sit back, watch her with someone, and enjoy the show. He just wants to enjoy the show.
I love that.
And it's funny because the problem that they're having is they're meeting a lot of couples. So they're meeting people that want to play with her. And while he's playing with her, that woman wants to play with him. And he's like, no, I just want to watch. And they're like, oh, well, we play together. And he's like, okay, well, we're looking for something where I can just watch and just enjoy the show.
Right.
And he was saying that that's and I was like, you know what? I don't think I've heard about this particular problem before. Most of the time, it's the other way around.
Right.
But this time, you actually just want to sit and watch, and you don't want to have to do anything with anyone else.
No, I feel the problem is that he can't find a single. That's the problem. That's
because there's so many couples.
Because normally you have your single guys. Not saying that there aren't any here, right?
Yeah, no,
there's a few here. There's a few. It's just not. What is it?
It's not popular. It's not,
right. It's not popular to have the singles. This particular event is
a couples
event. It's for the couples. It's for the
event.
And that's
although
cool.
They're here, they're just not the majority. That's the minority that you got to search around for, and you got to find them a little bit. But they're definitely here. So if that's something you're into, you can definitely find it here.
Yeah.
Like I say, at Splash, there's something for everybody. This is a great event to come to. It is a fantastic event to come to. 5 stars on Google. I don't think they get a Google review. They should. I'm pretty sure. Or maybe Google, more on Yelp, because it's like, I don't. So I hear a lot of people yelping, but I don't think we're going to see them on Yelp with the review. Yeah, you're definitely going to get a 5-star SDC review, a 5-star Cassidy review. You're definitely going to get those, but I don't think there's going to be a Yelp unless you're here hearing the 5 stars. But yeah, awesome. So be sure that you're kind of respecting the etiquette of the event. Be sure that, when you come to the event and they give you that paperwork to sign, or they give you that paper at the registration, don't just throw it aside. Don't just sign it and put it away. Actually look through it. And I know. No. That's not something a lot of people do, but you should. It's not something that they do. Like look it over or whatnot. Because me personally, I am. Keep going. But then again, I also know the rules, because of youth. Thank God. But it's posted everywhere. Yeah, it is. It's posted everywhere. So there is no excuse whatsoever. It can't be like, oh, I forgot. Oh, I didn't see that part, that fine print. I didn't know. There are literal signs, like banners that are bigger than me and bare. Yeah. And every other corner of the event that lets you know the do's and the don'ts. Yeah. What you can and can't do. And the event is it's not trying to ban anyone. It's not trying to kick people out. So they try and be understanding. They try, like, if you have an emergency phone call and you have to step out of a room into the hallway to take a phone call, they're not going to kick you out because you're in the hallway. They're going to be like, look, can you take the call outside? Can you go to the smoking area and take the call? Is it possible you could just, and they'll work with you. So unless you are just like trying to be a complete asshole and you're trying to give them a hard time, getting kicked out or getting banned is not their first go-to situation. They're not trying to make that happen. They're going to try, and work with you if you work with them. Just don't be a repeat offender. Yeah, like if that's when you're gonna. We had one of those. Oh my God, this was about 3 splashes ago. We found a guy that was kind of like on the slide using his phone to take pictures in the dungeon. So he would like stand with his hand over it and like try and cover it with his hand and take pictures. And we saw him. We called security, and he was like, "Oh, it was an accident." And it was like, if it was an accident, why were you trying to be slick about it? Why were you trying to cover it up? Like, you were intentionally trying to hide it. It wasn't an accident. And then they were like, okay, well, show us the pictures you got, delete the pictures. And he's like, oh, I'm not giving up my phone. I'm not going to delete nothing out of my phone. And they were like, you know what? It's your phone. That is your right. But you can never come back to the event again, and you have to leave. You got to go. And he got kicked out and banned that night. All for taking a picture. Like, come on, guy. You could just, if you have a vivid imagination, you can definitely tell your buddies the details. Okay, like, like, this is my wife. I can take a picture of my wife. And the security was like, yeah, but there are other people in here, and you don't know who you got in the background. You don't know what their situation is. We don't know what you're going to do with that picture. So that's why it's not allowed. And he said, beside all of that, you signed a contract when you came in here agreeing not to take any pictures.
And if you don't remember what that says, just do me a favor, step outside and take a look to the right.
Yeah.
See this big ass
and
banner.
The left and the one in the back. So
right.
There's no excuse for it. There's at this
it's
point,
even in the goodie bag. Yeah. By the way, you get a swag bag.
Oh my God, they had Twizzler pull and peels in the swag bag.
Wait, pull and peel. I've never even heard of that.
Not
no wonder you were trying.
That's right.
No wonder
it's not
you were
the
trying
regular
to
Twizzler show. It's the good ones. It's the soft cherry Twizzlers, not the hard strawberry ones. Yo, them shits are the bomb.
We would have been fighting for it.
No, we wouldn't have. That's why I was trying to get it before you really got a good look at it and saw what it was.
Now I get it.
I was trying to distract you with them Jolly Ranchers and them peppermint while I went and got your Twizzler.
Listen, you were so adamant about this damn Twizzler.
Bro,
I was like, yo, can you hold on? He was like, I mean, well, why you do that? Just hand me the bag. And I was like, I want to see what's in the bag, but I just want to get the Twizzler. I'll give you the rest.
You can have everything else. That's
I see why. No.
The swag bag for this event is really, really nice. It has cookies. It has Nutri-Grain bars. It has liquid electrolytes, like that IV stuff that you put in your drink, like to make it an energy drink. It has
the fact that off rip you're naming nothing but snacks.
We have already had shows where we talked about my outer fat boy and your inner fat girl. So I feel like everyone here knows who they're dealing with and is not surprised by the fact that I'm starting with the snacks. That is no surprise whatsoever to anyone watching because they know who we are. They have seen this show before and they know who we are. So back to the priorities. Like I said, Chips Ahoy, the good chocolate chip cookies. Fruit snacks, the good fruit snacks. The Welch's one. Liquid IV, where you can turn a bottle of water into an energy drink. Okay. They have Nutri-Grain bars and not the ones from Walmart, like the good ones from Publix, the Nutri-Grain bars. They got like real stuff in here. It ain't the knockoff off brand. We talking about the good ones.
And they also have like a little sweat rag.
Yeah,
and then they got another one that I believe it might be a nut rag. They got a nut rag, a sweat rag. There's a whole lot of Astro.
They got scrunchies so you can pull your hair into the ponytail.
They have a scrunchie. Now that I got some of this hair and I can put it up, you know what I'm saying? I got a scrunchie. I got a bottle opener.
They have like aspirin. They have like a little first aid kit, which is like aspirin, Band-Aid, stuff like that. They have like flyers for local restaurants. They have business cards for all of the vendors. So that vendor that you saw,
she told me. And then not only that, she also gave me another one with a little free gift.
They have business cards for all of the vendors. They have and just kind of little odds and ends and kind of knickknacks that you're probably that'll come in handy here.
At the last splash, they had this little. It's a massager.
Yes.
Like
what is a bullet, y'all? Okay.
No, right. It's a bullet, it's like a baby wand.
Yeah.
It's a wand that's literally
a bullet,
and it's so cool.
So at this one, they have in the swag bag for this one, they have a vibrating cock ring.
Oh, I didn't see that.
It's one of the silicone ones. It's a vibrating cock ring.
I don't think I got one. Good thing I don't have a cock.
Well, and that's another thing. The swag bags are not necessarily all the same. That's also something where, depending on what bag you get a whole different version of toys and stuff like that. Yeah. So even that is not always all the same. And every person gets a swag bag, so it's not one per couple. It's one per person.
One per person.
This event is based on double occupancy. So if you want to come by yourself, you either gonna have to pay for 2 spots because again, it's based on the hotel room and the hotel books based on double occupancy. So if you're single and you want to come alone, you got to come and pay for 2 spots. Or
if you don't mind bunking,
if you don't mind having a roommate, get you a roommate. If you can, for this particular event,
it could be a very good thing sometimes.
Yeah. For this particular event, most of the time, the way couples get into this event is they will sign up. The way singles get into this event is they will sign up as a couple. So a single guy and a single girl will come in together, share a room together. And then for the party itself, they just kind of break off do their own thing.
Gotcha.
That's something that is pretty popular for the singles that are here.
Okay.
Because like you don't necessarily have to be a couple to come in as a couple, as long as you paying as a couple and you're being a couple.
You're in the room as the couple. Well,
you're in the room as a couple, and that's what it is.
Yeah.
That's what it is. So it's like when you go to the party and you know the single dude's gonna pay a grip. So you get you a little honey to walk
Door
in
date.
with, a little door date, so that you ain't got to pay that 3 times price. You just pay that single price. She get in for free. It works for her. You get in at a discount. It works for you. You hook each other up.
Right. And it doesn't have to be sexually. You don't have to. That's how door dates work.
Right? Well, I mean, you know, I have heard the horror stories of door dates trying to make it sexually. So a lot of times you end up losing your door date when that is kind of what you
right.
Put the focus
on. I let them know from the beginning if it's not somebody I'm interested in. I let them know from the beginning. I'll be your door date, but that's.
And you know what? That's cool because you know if you have any type of charm at all, type, like let me tell you something. Here, the nerds get lucky. Like there are a lot of women here that want a nerd, that just want like a quiet, shy guy, and they will fuck the shit out of him because they find that to be cute and attractive. Literally something for everybody. Something.
So one night I'm gonna act like a nerd. The next night I'm gonna act like a.
And you know they have the theme nights. Last night was Lady in Red, so all the ladies were wearing red, and the guys were liking whatever they wanted to be. I think tonight is schoolgirl or schoolyard theme. So like you have to wear like school uniforms and stuff like that.
I didn't bring that.
I'm not sure. Let me tell you something. It all blurs together at some point for me. I'll be in here spanking ass all night. So
whether it's a schoolgirl or not.
Whatever you came wearing, take that shit off and put your ass up because I'm about to beat it.
Okay, say less. Oh, you didn't mean me? Okay, my bad. Not now? Later? Okay.
No, not right now. Not yet.
Gotcha.
Not yet. We haven't opened yet.
What time does the dungeon open again?
Here we're open from 10 p.m. to 2 a.m.
Okay.
So what'll happen is we have here a meet and greet that starts at 9, and then the meet and greet goes into the ballroom party that starts. No, I'm sorry. The meet and greet starts at 8. Ballroom party starts at 9, and then immediately after the ballroom party, while the ballroom party is still going on, because the ballroom party starts at 9 and ends at 2 a.m. But the playrooms open at 10 o'clock. So at 10 o'clock, they open up all the playrooms, and then that's where everybody just starts going to do their thing.
Gotcha.
That's where this arm start twitching, and then this arm start twitching with it, and then.
Oh, you're doing that. Something else was twitching over here. It wasn't the arms. My bad. I'm not extra. I'm dead ass. But
so extra. You're gonna get all your itches scratched tonight.
Yeah. Just scratch me to the bone.
They're gonna be scratching all right.
Scratch me to the bone. But yeah, I'm excited for tonight. Get me something to eat in a little bit. Get ready for all the festivities. I didn't bring my schoolgirl outfit, but it's okay because
you'll stand out.
You'll or walk around naked.
Girl, you can say you're part of administration.
I'm the CSI teacher.
Yeah. You're in charge of detentions.
I'm in charge of detentions. There you go.
All the bad boys come over here.
Yeah.
So this is where we are. This is our weekend. I'm tired, y'all. I need a nap.
I can hear it in your voice.
I need a nap.
I hear it in your voice. Well, I want to thank everybody that is on Instagram. Shout out to Baby Bear. Hi guy. Hi Baby Bear. Mendoza, Naked Hustler, JoJo's on there. I see a couple of people on there. Thank you for joining us on this
special pop-up
broad podcast.
Yeah. Well, it's a broadcast of our podcast.
There you go. Our pop-up
casting cast. So we will have our regularly scheduled show this Wednesday at 8 o'clock. Next weekend we have the island party, Cops and Robbers,
and then cheerleaders, and I still don't know if it's like a particular sport. I don't know if it's basketball or football, but it's
cheerleaders and the people they're cheering for.
Right, cheerleaders and the people they're cheerleading for. Yeah. So you can just come as the BBC and I'll be cheering for you. Be aggressive. Be aggressive.
So we will see you all on Wednesday, where we will give you an update on how the rest of this weekend works. We hope you are having a fabulous weekend yourself. If you're here with us at Splash, please come by the dungeon. Let me know what you think of the podcast. But that ain't gonna be till 10 o'clock because I'm about to go get a nap, y'all. I'm tired. Tired.
And you might catch me in the dungeon, or just catch me, around in a playroom somewhere, all over the place.
Okay, let me tell you, all over the place. She's gonna be up in a room. She's gonna be in a playroom. She's gonna be in the dungeon. She's gonna be all over the place.
Am I? I hope.
She's gonna be all over the place.
Sounds like a good night.
She's gonna be having her a good time. That's what she's gonna be doing.
Hey, big single. Why not?
She's gonna be having a good time.
All right, y'all. Thank you so much for tuning in. We love y'all. We'll see you on Wednesday. Tune in, subscribe, share.
Yes, subscribe, like, share, hit the buttons, do all the things, make it happen, all of that stuff. Do it.
Use both your thumbs.
Both. This guy right here.
That guy right there.
2 thumbs in a bed. This
Oh, man.
right here. Press the like and subscribe. Like thumb,
subscribe thumb.
Bam, bam. Make it happen. Bam, 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 bam.
What about the share button?
Put those together. Share. Like, subscribe, share. Okay? That's what we're
I can't with him.
Subscribe,
share.
Okay? Boom. Boom.
You know what? I think we're onto something here.
I told you the thumbs was going to do it. I told you it's going to do it.
All right, y'all. Love y'all. See you on Wednesday.
Ooh.